Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 26th to the 1st of September. I've been a bit ill the last few days. My voice is still kind of recovering from sounding ill, but I'm fine, so don't worry about me. Let's just jump into your reading, and also let me know what you think about this. I think I'm still going to add a few lights here and there to brighten it up in some areas, but do you like it? I kind of do, because it's in a bit more of a closed space and I can have my lights here, but let me know what you think. And also you're able to see the cards too, so anyway, let me know what you think. Just remember, it's not my place, so I can't decorate or paint or hang things up on the walls. I probably could, but I'm not asking people to change their space for me. Anyway, let's dive into your reading. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys, my lovely Aries. Let's get one card out for them, or two. I love, it's not what I thought it was. Maybe, I always say nothing is a coincidence. When I turn on the camera and start pulling out cards, so the feelings that I get usually are also what comes up for you guys this week. And it feels, I thought this was the Imagine card, which is kind of like judgment. It's about rising up, which is great to come through with something that kind of reminds me of the Two of Wands. What that means is you are looking into your future, focusing on expanding and growing. And just when you think you're rising up, you're going to be hit with a bit of a karmic cycle. What that means is that you have a specific lesson that you're here to learn on your soul's journey. And as you are thinking about growing and evolving, you are going to be met with a cycle that you have probably failed in the past, meaning that you did not quite learn a lesson or change a certain cycle and got wrapped back up in it again. The round and round is about going round and round on the same thing. This is a good energy. It means that you're kind of it's Mercury retrograde as well. It makes sense that past things are going to come up for you to really kind of clear it out, reassess our old actions. Where did we go wrong? What did I do back then that may not have worked, and what can I do to make it work this time? So we'll see how this comes up. It may be about achieving a goal, okay, in particular, because you do have the kind of the Observer card here, which is about this fox looking at the moon, thinking, okay, where do I want to go to settle down, seeing where he wants to be. He does achieve it in the deck. There is a card here where the fox is on the moon. But you're in the observing phase where you're figuring out what it is that you really want. But the round and round card here is interesting because it is about a cycle. They could, of course, be separate messages, but they came out together. So I think that's quite significant. But let's see the rest of your cards and see what that might be. All right, anything else for Aries this week? Okay, the third chakra. So this is your solar plexus, and this is the chakra that kind of deals with your can-do attitude. It's really about what you think you're capable of achieving, your willpower. So this could be the thing that may have blocked you in the past. Maybe you had a big goal in mind, and maybe your belief about what you were able to do or achieve, you may not have believed in yourself, and maybe that's what caused you to kind of settle for less. There could be a really big lesson for you here this week to push yourself beyond limits, to recognize that you are more capable than what you realize. Realized you're more capable than what you thought you were in achieving something, okay? I always say the fox is looking at the moon. Who would think the fox could actually get to the moon, right? It kind of seems impossible. So this week I do feel like you're being called to believe that you are capable of doing what seems impossible, okay? But let's see what other cards come up for you guys this week. For Aries this week, please, Spirit. Vanity or interesting. Okay, the Vanity card is a kind of a reminder to appreciate the journey. It's not always about the goals. I'll tell you the story behind the card, because these people are all here celebrating their wins, which is great, but they're also like, I can't wait to, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to do this. It's kind of about things that make them look good, not necessarily things that they actually really want. They want it because it makes them look good. And also the wizard they're focusing on wanting more and more and more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more. Let me just say that. It's only when you're not appreciating what you already have that it's a problem. And that's where it comes to vanity. Because if you're not really actually happy with what you've attained so far, with the goals that you've achieved, then maybe it's because you're worried about what other people think or what other people are doing. I need more because it makes me seem like a better person, that kind of stuff. Just be aware of that. We all do it from time to time, especially in the society that we have at the moment. So don't worry. I'm not judging you for it at all. And you may not even resonate with it, and that's fine. The wizard comes in and starts filling up the room with water. It says, okay, you want more? I'm going to give you more. And he fills it up to the top until somebody says, guys, look, let's just appreciate what we have now before it's too late, like before, they drown, technically. So, and when that happens, he drains the water from the room, because now they've learned a lesson about appreciating what they've got and having fun in the moment, and mostly appreciating what they've got. So that could be a lesson for you guys here. Maybe that's what the karmic lesson here is about, enjoying what you have whilst you're also focusing on more. And maybe changing up some goals. Am I really going to be happy there, or is this just because I want people to think of me as someone amazing, which you are already. You don't need things outside yourself to be incredible and amazing. And also you don't need to, have certain things to be a certain person. You have rejection coming through, which means that some of you guys might be experiencing a fear of rejection, or again, really, really focusing too much on other people's opinions of you, which again kind of falls under what we've been saying. But let's get you another one from this deck. And joy. Spirit wants you to bring more joy into your life, most likely in this present moment. Okay, she has sunflowers all around her, because sunflowers represent facing the sun. Sunflowers are always facing the sun. And the sun represents happiness, positivity, joy, freedom, growth even as well. Things cannot grow without the sun. It's quite important. So I feel like that's what they're wanting you to look at, is the sun, is about focusing on the positive this week. And what brings you joy in this moment. Okay, and being happy now. Instead of focusing on other people's opinions, potential rejection, and potential vanity as well. Let's carry on for you guys. Adversity. All right, a keyword for you guys this week is adversity. So it could be something that you are facing. The affirmation for this is, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Rejection is the best way to learn too. Most of the successful people that you see today have been through a ton of rejection. It is a part of success. All right. So adversity coming through here, I think they're asking you to kind of see this in a different light. Okay. Maybe you feel like because you're facing adversity, that maybe you're doing something wrong. And maybe that's affecting your willpower. But I'm just here to tell you that it's also part of the journey too. Oh, okay. You're 3 of these. Whatever. You have Swan Spirit. Time to take a deep dive. What that means is really going into your feelings and emotions. This is really diving deep into those things. It's an emotional card. It's a water card. You guys are a fire sign. You don't tend to dive into emotions because you want things to be lighthearted, fun, fiery. All right, and water kind of dampens fire. It kind of puts it out. Maybe you've been avoiding this for a little while, but this is a really good time to dive deep, especially because it feels like there's a little bit of a karmic cycle. There's a lesson here to learn that's very important for your soul's growth, for your growth in general, about these feelings that you have coming up. Potentially, especially if you're dealing with anxiety about the future, and what you need to achieve. Here, there's an important it's important for you to take a deep dive. You also, interestingly, have another water card. Whale spirit, trust a great mystery. Whales dive deep too. You've been called to trust the great mystery. And chameleon spirit, act as if. Great card for manifesting, by the way. Similar to the third chakra that we have here as well, about your ability to be able to do something. The saying to act as if you already have those skills, traits, and abilities. Your confidence will be very important for you actually in manifesting something. It kind of reminds me of a quote that I'm trying to like remember the words of, Aries, and it's kind of like something like there are people who are less skilled than you doing the things that you want to do, you know, kind of at a higher level or whatever. I don't know the quote. If someone knows it, please write it down, because I do this sometimes where I just don't fully remember it, but they're showing me it and it's important. But it's kind of like there are some people who are less skilled than you, are worse at what it is. It feels like a job role career wise, but the difference is they had the confidence to pursue it, you know, and it feels like that's what the chameleon spirit is. It's kind of about, if you act as if, you're able to disguise yourself, become what it is you're trying to manifest, or the role that you're trying to manifest. Act as if you have it already. Act as if you are that person already. Okay, it's very important. But yeah, you have trust a great mystery as well, which means maybe things at the moment are a little bit mysterious too. Maybe you don't really know where the next step is. Maybe you don't really know why you're feeling these feelings. They're kind of saying trust in a mystery. Okay, trust that things are actually going to work out. Take a deep dive. All right, let's dive into your tarot. Let's see what else is going on for you. All right, Spirit, please, let's get overall energy for Aries this week. Okay, that's very nice. Right. Okay, you have the King of Swords coming through, which is calling for discipline, using your logic and intelligence. Okay, there could be some communication coming up for you guys this week. Important conversations, it feels like, where you're going to really need to speak your truth, speak your mind, and bring your ideas to the table here. It could be very important for you. It's also like, he's very stone cold. He's an air sign, so it kind of feels like being, again, very quite logical this week will be important for you. Let's see. You also have the Page of Wands. So this could be a week where you are hearing about opportunities. Usually this card is kind of like word of mouth. Okay, so maybe somebody's speaking to you about something or giving you an idea. There's a few things I want to say about this. Because this can be an opportunity and some good news coming away. But sometimes the Page of Wands can also be a little bit of a card about gossip or immature people around. So just be aware of that. Maybe this is where you need to kind of stand your ground a little bit here and not engage in somebody's kind of gossip. Okay, it could be important. You also, the Chariot, which I love. All right, it's about forward movement. It's about coming outside the comfort zone, kind of leaving something behind so that you can move forward into new experiences and potentially new goals, new achievements here, which is nice because it feels like you're actually pursuing something. He chases the star, which is about your dreams, your goals, your purpose. Okay, and he needs to be balanced in order to move forward. This kind of represents the light and the dark, right? The shadow side, knowing that things, there will be good times, bad times. It's kind of about understanding there's a balance ahead. Things will not always be smooth sailing, but when you have that knowledge and you trust in your abilities to navigate using both of these sides of ourselves, then we can achieve anything, right? And I feel like that's an attitude coming in for you guys. Let's see what else is coming through. Let's see your energy for the week. The energy of Aries this week. Two of Pentacles are going to be very busy. All right, you're juggling a few things, multitasking. All right, trying to bring something into stability maybe. The Six of Cups coming through right in the center of your reading is interesting because it is about past things. And I did say in the beginning of that round and round, it could be the past resurfacing, all right, for you to kind of clear it out for once and for all. That is coming up underneath the Page of Wands. So, you know, you could be hearing about people from the past. It could be gossip coming up about this here. The energy of Aries. You could also just be super nostalgic this week as well. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Aries, this is your energy. Okay, this is you really kind of embodying your true authentic self. You are a natural leader. You do like to be in control, right? You do. You are also the first of the zodiac signs as well. So it's like almost like you are, you know, the stereotype about being like the firstborn child, like you're just naturally a leader, you know, you naturally take on leadership responsibilities. Like that feels like it's your energy. You have the sun here as well, which kind of is, well, it's not kind of the best card in the deck. It is the best card in the deck. It's about happiness and joy. And they're kind of telling me that you find joy kind of being in control, being maybe entrepreneurial, being the boss, being in a leadership position. It kind of feels like it's to do with your goal. Maybe that's your goal, is really something that is quite high up. He rules the empire. He's not just a king, not just a queen. It's the emperor, okay? It doesn't just rule one city, it rules a lot. So maybe there's a lot that you want to do in your life or achieve in your life. And it definitely feels like it's highlighting a big goal, or maybe a part of yourself. You know, maybe you want the goal and feel like you can get the goal, but in order to get the goal, you kind of need to be the big boss. You know, you need to be the emperor. So that's where the act as if is coming through. And with the sun card here as well, it kind of feels, and we have the sunflowers here as well. So when you kind of embody your joy and your true authentic self, this is your card, that feels like it's going to kind of fast track you, because it's underneath the Chariot, fast track you into what it is you want. I think when you believe in yourself, you're confident in yourself, you find joy in your life, you're absolutely going to be a greater leader. It's interesting. Anyway, there could be some good news about actually achieving this. I probably will clarify the Six of Cups here, because you could be feeling quite nostalgic, but there could be something to learn here as well. Just remember that. Right. You could be balancing 2 offers at this time, or 2 jobs. Right. All right. Any other messages for Aries this week? 5 of Swords. Kind of leaving behind conflict, okay, walking away from situations that kind of just don't serve you. This is a card though about like arguments and disagreements, okay. It does feel like maybe that's why rejection is here. With the King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, if you're presenting something to somebody, an idea, someone's a bit difficult is what it feels like with the King of Swords. Somebody's very specific, maybe that's you, and it feels like maybe somebody's not really collaborating with you very well, and not, you know, it feels like you're kind of juggling, trying to persuade somebody this week. I don't know. The 5 of Swords, potentially that is the rejection here. You're not seeing eye to eye with somebody here. You also have the Judgment card. It is underneath the 6 of Cups, Page of Wands. So if there is messages from the past, if there is gossip about the past, the Judgment really is about releasing something, releasing the lost chapter of your life, releasing the past. It's about surrendering, learning the lesson, gaining clarity of a situation. Okay. It's like an announcement from Spirit saying it's time to move on. It's time to let this go. These people have to release their bodies in order to move on to the spirit world, right? So it feels like you're having to let this go in order to go into this new chapter of your life. Similar to the Chariot. Okay, he's having to let go of his comfort zone, of his city, in order to kind of go out there and explore the world out there to achieve his goals, you know, whatever it is that's calling him somewhere else. Okay. All right, one more. The 8 of Cups, similar thing. There's a lot of release coming through this week for you guys. 8 of Cups, he's walking away from what doesn't serve him so that he can find a wish fulfillment, so he can find the 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, you know, things that are fulfilling emotionally, which is interesting, because in order to understand that, you have to dive deep into understanding what's not serving you. It could be beliefs, could be people, it could be certain goals, it could be certain vanity, ego. We all have it, don't worry. So yeah, I am going to clarify a few things. What's the 6 of Cups here about? The Hermit, that's about reflection and like analyzing something. Okay, Virgo energy is about looking something from a higher perspective. This definitely feels like you are going to be reflecting and quite nostalgic on past situations, but you have a lot of wisdom about the situation. Maybe you can see where you were wrong, somebody else was wrong. You've gained a lesson about what you've been through. Okay, you're coming up as the Hermit here, which is, I think, very important for understanding. So what's the Page of Wands here for? The Nine of Swords. One more for that. The Ten of Swords. So Page of Wands again is a messenger. There could be something that is said this week that does cause you to feel kind of worried and panicked about an ending. Ten of Swords is again like an ending of a chapter here. There is like panic and worry. And also, like I said before, maybe you are going to receive an opportunity this week. Okay, that feels like it. Maybe it's similar to something that happened to you before. You got an offer, you overthought it, and the opportunity slipped, or you denied it. You know, Ten of Swords, and it made you feel defeated because you didn't believe in yourself. Maybe you put yourself down. Okay, the Page of Wands and that round and round card feels like you might get an opportunity this week. Some kind of opportunity, and it really is calling for you to learn from the past, release fears, okay, and push yourself so that you can actually go after what it is that brings you happiness and joy. Okay, but anyway, my angels, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Let me know what you guys thought about the reading, all right, and the background. Let me know. Just a reminder that I am constantly going to be changing it. So if you don't like it, don't have a go at me. All right, because some people have. It's okay. All right, I will adjust. I will adapt so that I like it and you like it too. All right, but anyway, I love you guys. Wish you all the best, and I will see you guys next time. All right.